We spent a lot of time, a lot of months, talking to members both sides of the aisle. This is with my counterparts, Congressman Cole, Senators Murray and Collins, about what the interests of members were. We hammered out a bipartisan, bicameral agreement. In the House, we are not in the majority, so that it was the majority who had the pen, wrote the text, posted the bill, and then this is what it is. Now, all of a sudden, we have an outside influence who believes, I think he is president, and that's President Musk, who has not elected, has no authority, and trying to really upend what the services are to the American people.
We have broken the Christmas omni, and I have no intention of going back to that terrible tradition. So there won't be a Christmas omnibus. As somebody asked me in the hallway a little while ago, will there be many buses? We don't want any buses. We're not going to do any buses, okay?
And I've seen this play call like 4 times in the 7 years I've been in Congress. They've punted the ball until December 20th. And what they'll do is they'll come in a closed room with us and they'll say, okay, now we've got the really big omnibus. And if you vote for this, you can go home for Christmas. But if you don't vote for it and it fails, we're going to make you stay here over Christmas and New Year's. And it's almost like a dystopian future. I've been in the closed room where they start chanting, vote, 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 vote. Yeah. And people run up there and vote for something they've not read.
CR. Congress is about to pass a bill that blows away your taxpayer money. But they made it over 1,500 pages long so you wouldn't read it. Did you?
Yes, Vivian retweeted this. Shorter equal to better. This bill is only 116 pages instead of 1,500 pages. Took a lot of less time to read. Glad to see the following garbage from yesterday's bill removed in the current version. Congressional pay raise / health benefit. Okay, when you look at the two bills, you can see the difference. Yesterday, we saw 1,500 pages. A lot of money has been put into that. Now the new bill is just 116 pages, less money. So you can see how much money has been saved in doing this.
Pass a bill that blows away your taxpayer money. But they made it over 1,500 pages long so you wouldn't read it. I did you a favor. I read it for you. It's supposed to be about keeping government operations open and providing disaster relief aid to hurricane victims, which I'm sympathetic to. But if you read the bill carefully, it contains pay raises for members of Congress, and I'm not making this up, an expansion of their federal health benefits. It contains all kinds of special interests and pork funding, including opening up a new stadium in Washington, D.C. It renews the Global Engagement Center, which is a key node of the censorship industrial complex. And the worst part is, they didn't want you to know about any of it, and that's why they made this a last-minute jam job. The reason I'm co-heading DOGE is I think we need outsiders to bring actual accountability to Washington, D.C. So feel free to call your congressman and let him know how you feel about it.
Think about what Elon and Vivek have said? Yes. I agree with them 100%. I was a no on the CR before I even got an airplane and came to Washington. I haven't voted on one yet.
Do you think Republicans will be able to get anywhere next year on their effort to cut spending?
Yeah, look, next year's a different scenario. We're not dealing with Chuck Schumer in the Senate. We're going to have Donald Trump in the White House. We will have a narrow majority in the House, but we have to be able to do it next year. So, you know, we're stuck in the same scenario here, but still the CR is completely inexcusable.
Yes, Trump declares success in Washington following spending deal to prevent a government shutdown. I don't know if you have seen this. Elon Musk retweeted this, yesterday's bill versus today's bill. When you compare these pages, you can realize this is a big problem. About 800 pages, a lot of money has gone into this, while the new bill is just few pages. So you can see how money has been saved in doing this. Elon Musk is being accused by liberals in Congress. Even The View, ABC today had a segment where they started calling him president, like who is in charge. Elon Musk tweeted yesterday, like, what is this? They all criticized the first bill that came out with a lot of people, millions of people were not happy with that. Trump himself and liberal medias are turning it into something different.
And something that's so interesting about this is every single member of Congress has an X account. They can record a video with their phone and talk about how they individually are against all of this outrageous spending. But it's the ex-owner who says that if they ultimately go along with a bill like this, he is going to bankroll a primary against them. It makes Elon Musk the center of the universe on Capitol Hill in a way that nobody has ever seen. I get that we always have, every Christmas time, we have these government shutdown fights, and usually they just complain about it and then vote for it anyway. But there has never been an unelected official like Elon Musk at the center of it like this.
As D.C. barrels towards yet another government shutdown, a bipartisan bill to keep the lights on was scrapped. And it has a lot of folks asking, who is in charge? Because I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because, people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs. Watch out.
Yes, I believe you've seen what these people are spreading online. Like J.B. Vance is planning something with Elon Musk. Sometimes I don't want to take these people too serious because I look at this show to be offering what the society don't even need. You heard what Behar said. Crazy, right? When you go into what Trump sent out, success in Washington, Speaker Mike Johnson and the House have come to a very good deal for the American people. The newly agreed to American Relief Act of 2024 will keep the government open, fund our great farmers and others, and provide relief for those severely impacted by the devastating hurricanes. A very important piece, vital to the American First agenda, was added as well. The date of the very unnecessary debt ceiling will be pushed out 2 years to January 30, 2027. Now, we can make America great again very quickly, which is what the people gave us a mandate to accomplish. All Republicans and even the Democrats should do what is best for our country and vote yes for this bill tonight. That is Trump responding to what recently came out. You saw the backlash Mike Johnson received. He had a conversation with Elon Musk and Trump. And now look at this, just 127 pages. Very small compared to 1,500 pages just to make you not to read. Now it's easy for people to pick this up and read without any problem. That is what they have been doing for a very long time. They will bring a bulky, number of pages in such a way that you can't even read.
Donald Trump isn't one to let bygones be bygones.
The thing that disturbs me is not just that.
If you're seeing some videos behind my clips, please, I'm begging on you, that is just for the algorithm. You can stop here. You must not watch to the end. I usually like to pass this information so you should understand why I'm doing so. It is for the algorithm. Sometimes they don't want to recommend videos, so we know they are tricked.
Just, went like, how dare you? Do you even know what an audit is? And I'm like,
women and so many men are theory that a lot of people seem to be coalescing around.
They were too woke, insisting that people use the term Latinx.
You have to say they. No, you have to do this.
Stop with the virtue signaling.
Step away from woke. Focus less on who is woke and more
on who is broke.
Attorney or something.
I've never seen that.
I saw so many liberals getting super excited every time Kamala had a new celebrity endorsement. But we all know for a fact that these celebrity endorsements are not free.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Now it's time to unite everybody.
So, with that, I'm going to shake it off.
Figure out a way to say thank you.
That guy's name, he's such an absolute prick. I can't stand him. But anyway,
Hey there. Not doing great.
Terrible night last night. It was a terrible night.
What will the rest of us be doing on day one?
Bishop Vigano, he says that
The election.
Well, if I look at the big picture, it doesn't look good. So I'm going to work on this.
No matter what's going on out there in the world, of course, the worst things could happen.
One I've known, which is every president, who's been really red.
The ICE officers across the country.
The news is right. Maybe they're civilian drill. Maybe they're all legal. I just find it hard to believe.